Hey guys, so back again with another Uber update. So this one is going to be about the fares for Uber. Apparently on August 20th, they're going to be having a new rollout. This new rollout is supposed to be, I guess, them paying attention to some of the requests the um, from what the contractors or drivers or Uber Eats drivers have been requesting, I should say, mainly Uber Eats drivers. So here is what I've seen so far. I can go ahead and read it off for you guys word by word if you like, word for word if you like. But what's pretty interesting, when we get to it, I'll point that out. What's pretty interesting about this, and you guys let me know. So here it says it's fair's worth your time, right? You have told us you should be paid for your hustle and dedication, whether that's fighting traffic, navigating parking, or waiting for a restaurant to complete their orders. That's why we're updating our base fares to introduce a new time component to take the time you spend delivering into account. New fares are rolling out in Orlando on Monday, which is where I live, August 20th, 2018. For the best experience, upgrade to the latest version of the app. And then it goes down here to tell you how it actually works. It's going to give you the breakdown. Let me move this out of the way here. Here we go. All right, so it's going to be calculated by adding your pickup, drop off fees, plus rates for estimated time and distance traveled. All right, so here's where it gets a little bit weird, right? Because if this is supposed to be an improvement, right? And I don't like to really bash anything, especially when it comes to these gig economy jobs, because they're optional, right? You're choosing to actually work for these companies. So I don't really like to bash them, but when I see like weird stuff that are popping up, and you're providing this information under the assumption that it's supposed to be better for the contractors or the Uber Eats or the drivers, right? So this is what I see. Pickup 150. Okay, that was the same as it was before. Drop off $1, same as it was before. Now, before we were getting paid, what was it? $1 for distance travel, right? Now, estimated distance is now 70 cents. So you've lost 30 cents. But they're now factoring the time component, right? So the time component here, which is for 11 cents. So I'm assuming time component means, let's say, whenever you pull up the Uber Eats app, you know how sometimes we'll say the place is like 15 minutes away or 30 minutes away or something of that nature, right? You're factoring that. But to me, I don't know. I almost feel like, well, let me keep my opinions until the end. Let me finish reading this first, and then I'll tell you my opinion of what I think this is and how it probably doesn't make a difference as far as what your payout is, right? So it says time will be calculated based on the time expected to complete a trip. Okay, so if it says it's going to take 15 minutes to finish, I guess that's the expected time, and then they're going to calculate the 11 cents, right? Okay, and what's the next thing here? Taking into account expected wait time at pickup and drop off and traffic conditions. I don't know how they're gonna figure that out. That seems I'm hoping they have determined that as well, because I've gone to restaurants and I've waited 20 to 30 minutes for an order when I should have canceled, but probably didn't cancel because I assumed that if I did, it would have affected me. And of course, again, I'm new at Uber. It's I'm going into my second month, and there are some things that I never even realized I could have done. Like someone commented on my last video that you can actually call them, and they will and they will give you like $5 or whatever amount for the time that you spent waiting on a restaurant, which is I later found out is actually true after doing some research. So there's plenty of time I have wasted thinking, that was just time at the restaurant that 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 was pretty much gone. So I want to go ahead and you guys can see that person's comment too, and I want to thank that person for telling me about that. So let's see. Uber service fees will remain the same and will be deducted at the end of the whatever, same thing. Multiple orders. When you get multiple orders from one location, you'll pick up two or more orders at once and deliver to different addresses. Basically the same. So, so let's go ahead and try to do this math, because Uber app does not do like how Google does. Like if there's traffic or a delay in traffic, it does not show up on the Uber app how it would on like a Google Maps. It actually just continues to look the same. They don't reroute you. It's the same thing. Um, Sometimes you might even run into where the Uber app map doesn't actually lead you directly to the place where you need to go. Like for apartment buildings, it may not take you directly to that apartment building. So you spend additional time driving around in circles actually trying to find an apartment because of the way how the the map in Uber pulls it up. So so let's go ahead and think about this. You lose 30 cents from off the dollar, but this 0.11 cents per minute it's supposed to be, or I should say the 11 cents per minute is supposed to be helpful. So if you're on an average, many people are not going to order from a place that's really really far, right? So on an average you have about 15 to 15 to 18-minute drive, right? Let's do the math on this. So 15 to 18, let's do the minimum, and let's say like let's pick 15 minutes, right? What would that be? You're making a $1.65 for time. $1.65. Now, I just want you to keep that in mind with the fact that you're you just lost 30 cents, but it's going to be $1.65 for your time of 15 minutes, right? It's kind of backwards thinking, because this only benefits you if they actually take into consideration the wait time, which they say they're going to. I would love to see how this is going to work. The wait time, the drop off time, how long it takes for what would the drop off time be? Would that be like you're at the location, they can tell you're there, how long it takes for the customer to pick up? I love to see how the app looks on the 20th. So I'm definitely going to get back on and make another video about it. But to be honest, by the way how it's looking now, with losing 30 cents, only to say 11 cents per minute is gonna be helpful. I'd love to see how that turns out. In my opinion, it's right now it's not looking right. So anyway, like, subscribe if you guys are looking for more content. Of course, I'm gonna be uploading Madden Mobile Overdrive videos soon because the new season has started. I feel like it's a day early for Madden Mobile Overdrive to start. I thought it was coming on August 15th, but hey, nonetheless, we're here. So let's do it. Peace.